you can't please everyone. You can't fix every little thing. Some people are going to think things that they heard on a website or saw on a fucking thing or someone's brother told them or whatever, and there's nothing you can do about it. The only thing you can control is like who you have around you, what you put your energy into, and like who loves you and who you love back. And that's something like, it's like a weird thing for me to even grasp now, because like I've lived in discomfort for so long where that became comfortable. So now I actually have people around me that love me, and it's weird. It's like, oh, it's weird being
Can you explain
happy.
that weirdness?
It's weird being happy. It's weird like being like, I was like at home the other day and I was talking to my girl and my friends, and I was like, I feel fucking like weird, like something like wrong. And they're like, what? I'm like, nothing's wrong.
7 years ago, next month, I started my YouTube channel. It's literally insane. And today I heard an amazing quote that it kind of gave me a flashback as to why I even started this channel in the first place. Hello, phone. The quote was, your transparency will lead to others' transformation. Now, if you're new to the channel, one of the biggest reasons why I even started this YouTube channel in the first place was to help share and document my life behind the scenes as a freelance graphic designer. My initial thought process when first making the videos on this channel was, if I can help share my journey to inspire others to chase their dreams, to make it feel less daunting, to make it seem more realistic to actually accomplish things you want to do, if I could do those things, then why not do it? And obviously over the years, I've expanded in so many different avenues just as a creative and a person in general. So I've just documented that entire time, trying new trends, seeing what worked, failing time and time again at things that I set out to achieve. Also accomplishing things that I set out to achieve. And what's so cool and relatable about that sentence right there, transparency can be somebody else's transformation, is now that I look back after all these years, whenever we talk about a scenario or a situation in stream, I can actually go back to that time to where it's like, see, this is what I had to go through too. At the time of making this video, I still have goals that I have not yet achieved. But if I go back a few years, where I wanted to be currently right now exceeds my expectations. And I remember for so many years listening to fitness influencers, entrepreneurs, and motivational speakers, and a lot of them said that when you start providing value to your community or your audience, your fan base, whatever you consider it, when you start being able to find a way to provide value, that's when you will become successful. Now, success can be a many number of things like money or growth overall, or just fulfillment, enjoyment, happiness. Like for me as a creator where I am in my career, I'm genuinely excited to have conversations with other creators out there, whether it's me helping other creators, having conversations to help them through stuff, or me receiving information from other creators. I get addicted to sharing and helping and learning and experiencing. So the transparency from my journey and from myself hopefully uplifts anybody in our community. And then on top of that, the transparency from fellow creators around me just educates me more and inspires me to work harder. Speaking of transparency to my community, it is 9:30 and I have to go stream now. So be right back. Okay, so we just got done streaming and I figured today would be a good opportunity to just kind of update you guys a little bit on what's going on with the setups. Now, this is not gonna be a full in-depth tour, but originally, before I started streaming on Kick, and that kind of changed so much, which I'm sure we'll talk about that in the following days to come. I got my computer back from Power GPU, so I set up everything in here to stream and create from that. Honestly, at the start of the month, I didn't think I was gonna be doing streaming from now on. So I figured, well, why not just set this up to be a creative station, to not really worry too much about gaming and just focus on editing on my PC. Because editing on that thing, color grading on Windows, I don't know, there's just something about it that I personally love. Don't get me wrong, I really do enjoy Mac's ecosystem. I love how creating on it is super smooth. Like the OS in itself is very fluent and smooth, but I don't know, there's just something about editing on that guy. I actually love it. But for the time being, I figured why not just make this a nice place to where every time when I come in here and I'm working or I'm streaming. It's just a chill, relaxing environment for me. This has been one of my goals for a long time, is to kind of turn this into a man cave of sorts. I've tested the couch out here before, but then I also had the TV over here. And I think with this stuff being right here and just having the TV right here so I can just kick back, relax, watch a little TV here, play a little PlayStation. Oh, I think it works a little better for overall flow, personally. Now out here we have an absolute mess. Okay, we're not gonna get into that right now. I gotta do a lot of spring cleaning still. But one thing I loved last year is having some form of setup out here, just to have a kind of place where I get a disconnect from that room. Having multiple places to work day in and day out, I think are super crucial for a content creator. Originally, the idea was this room was just gonna be a place where I could sit down and record my videos. I could come over here and get a little extra work done. I can organize out here, just work on more physical writing stuff, bills, organizing taxes. Having this area to be like kind of a zen zone, I guess, if you would. But honestly, now I don't know what I'm going to do. Today's my 2 weeks on Kick. Yeah, time flies. I think when I made the original video talking about like I streamed on Kick, that was like day 3, and now here we are 2 weeks later. Not only this week did we hit 3,000 followers on that platform, but we also just passed 1,000 subscribers today, just like literally 20, 30 minutes ago. I honestly thought for the last couple of years that I just went downhill as a streamer, that I don't enjoy this anymore, that honestly I'm just maybe never was really good at it. And I got lucky years ago. I've really been beating myself up as a streamer for like the last couple years now. I've been able to grow on YouTube, but I've never really had that like community feel that I had years ago on Twitch before they made a shit ton of changes. And here we are 2 weeks later, I've been live every single day. Sometimes I've been live for like 11 hours in a day, just chatting with the community, looking at some online stuff, like having fun. I started playing Red Dead Redemption this week because like chat talked me into it, and it was an actual vibe. It was a good time. And if you would have talked to me a year ago, I would have never given a game like that a chance, because like I just was under just that still umbrella that I'm like so confined to what I need to do. And for the first time in so long, like I feel like I'm just talking to a room full of people that vibe with me, of fellow creators, just viewers, just other individuals out there, like a real community. I haven't felt this in years. So like since 2017, 2018 on Twitch. Now granted, I feel like a big thing that I did wrong on Twitch was I put all my eggs in that basket. I kind of ruined the community vibe at a time as a creator, because Twitch was my primary income. And when I was live, if I wasn't getting subs and bits, I wasn't making income. And that was really honestly unfair of my community, my viewers, because to be fairly honest, like streaming just needs to be a tool. It just needs to be a way where you can communicate with your community. Sorry about that. I'm running out of a battery. Anyways, haven't streamed for a while, haven't been enjoying it. I feel like I put myself in the situation. Again, I'm not telling anybody to go to Kick. I'm just over that as a creator, the this versus that. Don't listen to us. Your experience with the platform, Kick, may not be the same as mine. I might just have a large enough audience where it's working for me and it may not work for you. But I guess the thing that I'm confused about is like why other larger creators are hating so much on a platform that is, like I'm not doing any of the negative things they assume is going on with that place, but they just assume that people that are giving Kick a chance are just bad individuals. But all I have personally seen is thousands, literally thousands of individuals who are just tired of Twitch and really don't like the platform. So many of my long-term community members that want to see me get most of the support they give me on YouTube or Twitch that they've given me for years. Fellow creators that have been wanting to watch me for a while, but they would never get alerted on Twitch. The very vast majority of the community isn't promoting any of the negative things that some creators are promoting, and we're having a good time, and we actually find real fulfillment and joy out of finally clicking go live again. What is it hurting anybody? Why do people care so much? Does it really connect so much to that last video I put out to where I talk about like people just love negativity so goddamn much they search for it in every way, shape, or form? I mean, really, genuinely, me going live on a platform doesn't hurt anybody. At least now it doesn't, unless there's some crazy sorcery behind the scene. It's a place that we're just going to right now and actually having a good time. I don't know. All I know is for the first time in years, for 2 weeks now, I've been addicted Not to just going live for subs. That's not the point at all. I genuinely miss my chat when I'm away for X amount of time. Today I was excited to go live bright and early to talk to people, to see what everybody was up to, because I know that they're going to get the alerts. I know they can just sit and chat and they don't have to get ads ran down their throat. And even if the ads aren't being ran on the video, my stream can still do well. And then the fact that the sub revenue change is different, it's just icing on the cake for me. I don't know if it's just me as a content creator putting myself in a position after all these years to have more income from other sources and I don't have to rely on streaming. So the sub revenue coming in, I don't have to rely on that to pay all my bills. So it's just added bonus. So I really get to just be my authentic self and hang out with chat. Or I don't know if it's something that the site is just doing right, because so many other creators have been saying the same exact thing. They're just happy and they look forward to going live every single day. It's definitely interesting. Like I said, I've always tried to be transparent, so I just thought I'd be transparent with you guys today. I haven't had fun streaming in years, and you can like or not like Kick all you want, but dude, I'm really fucking enjoying it. It is what it is.